Hello everyone. I want to share renting an apartment experience with you. And can we do a negotiation? What kind of things can we do negotiate? And what included, or is it negotiable? What kind of place should we move? Why do we have to move that place? All these things about renting an apartment complex or even renting a house. This going to dig in with the deep and find a lot of answers. It has been 2 weeks I research new apartment, try to find all the good option and putting together and see what option do I have, where do I want to move. So it is at the beginning it seems fun, but when you look at the more than one apartment, it's make more complicated. Yes, you learn a lot from them, but when you have more option, it make your job easy and complicated. Why is that? Because for me, what is important, I want to a place be nearby my office. How close? I like to be closer to my office, but also I want to be close to the like city. I don't want to be too far away from the city. If that can be a great option being far away from the city, but for me, I like to meet with my friends every other days, especially weekends. I want to just wake up, take shower, and walk outside. That is going to make me feel I live in the city. Otherwise, in the United States, we all know the houses is far away from each other, apartment complexes far away from each other. Anywhere you go, you want to drive. So that's why sometimes you think you find a good price, but the location you're going over there, it will change your entire mood, entire life living situation in that year. Sometimes, like if you're far away from the city and when your friend try to make a plan or something, they may not call you because they know you're far away. They don't want to bother you, and also they are not going to feel closer to you, and you also don't want to keep driving all the way far away to see your friend, but you have to drive 30 minutes 20 minutes to see them. So these will affect you. That's why sometimes, for example, yesterday one of my friends said I find a nice place for he find a nice place for himself, but it was on opposite of his office, but the city and on the right side, and he find on the left side of the office. So in order to go to downtown, he has to drive 30 minutes. Instead of that, we find a better option, find a house between the city and his office, then it close to each other. Each way he want, he can drive. Like we can also think this way, but I'm not driving, I'm not meeting with friends often. Yes, if we live far away from all the city life, we may not hanging out with them more often, but we need these kind of things. We need feel the city, we need feel walking, we need meet our friends, and it's not only meeting friends, it's sometimes like you want to go just walk in the shopping center, in the small grocery stores, or say hi to nice people. For that reason, when we look at apartment price, some neighborhood is generally a lot cheaper than compared to other neighborhood. That's because like the population living over there, I'm not going to say what population is going to mostly, but the depends on the population, house income, and education level, and the background. These will definitely change or how secure living in that neighborhood. Sometime like these will change the price of the house. Do we need, like, should we choose a location like that, or like what The location, we may not like environment, but the apartment complex is new and it's cheaper than other places. Should we choose that place? This depends on the situation, how comfortable you will feel. I'm not going to leave the neighborhood that I don't like. Why? Because every day I will drive through that neighborhood and I will see that environment. If every day go to office, if that environment make me unhappy, why I should just pay $100 less to make myself unhappy 30 days? But how about should we pick a place like there is have a lot of nice places? When we drive around, walk around, we see nice house, nice apartment, nice people walking around, but that price it is higher than other places. Should we choose that kind of place? If we can afford, that could be nice for us, because the place we like being there, the things we want to see every day will make us definitely happier. We are not aware of that. Once we drive to office, the things we see on site, or once we go out of the home, once we walk to the home, the things we see in the environment, the feeling that moment, it can change our mood. And this depends on your background. Like if you feel sometimes, that's why, when we go to rent a house or a apartment complex, it is good to drive around a little bit to see. I usually not prefer to see 20 car parked on the front of the one house. What is happening at that situation? That's mean that's kind house rented to multiple people, so you may not like the situation of that. And it's a tough situation if you have income that under average. But if you have income above average, or you have two person, it is a lot easy. You have more option to choose anywhere you want. And like when I look at it, some houses it's really great. I can say they charge $3,000, some apartment complex $3,000, but the same size of old house, old building apartment, it costs you $2,000. So there is a $1,000 difference. Is it really worth pay $1,000 difference? Or we can say between like old apartment and new apartment, it usually $400 difference for one bedroom. Is it really worth to pay $400 extra every month? When we say 400, if your paycheck over $6,000, yes, it is worth. You will feel alive. You will feel American dream. But if your paycheck under $5,000, you may consider spending $400 extra over there, or save that $400 spending on your vacation, on your food, on like, instead of paying $400 more, we can use the $400 go to restaurant 10 times, like more than 10 times. That can make you more happier than staying that place. Or you rather, like, the things, my conversation is for whoever make under $10,000. That's why even if you make money, still it's so difficult to spend a lot of money on the rent, because that money, it's immediately, it's go and never come back. It's not investment. It's the only investment to your soul, staying a nicer place. But financially, it is economically it's not investing. So when we look at the house price, we can negotiate because the things that tricky, they pulling us to in their leasing office. When I look at the website, the price say $2,000, and when $2,000, I think, oh, this is a great $2,000 for this kind of house, this kind of apartment. It seems great, right? But when I drive over there, I see plus $300. Or if you're looking at a house, 1,700, one bedroom. And when you go to the leasing office, yes, they will say this is the minimum, plus $200 for what? For fee, trash fee, and the parking fee, a lot of fee. So I am asking them, but you put in the online $2,000, and I'm coming here. I talked to you on the phone, and you approved, said yes, it is $2,000, and here you're showing me there is $2,000 plus when I finish all conversation, is anything else I can pay? Plus $2,000. Sorry, plus $200. $200 for what? Especially my last one said $300. $300 for what? For fee. So my question is again to him. So this is not $2,000. This house is $2,300, and he say no. It is 2,000. Then I answer back. So that's mean, is it $300 fee? Is it optional? Can I refuse to pay? Can I not use this? No, it must pay. If that's not optional, so the price of the house, $2,300. It's not 2,000. Why? I don't understand why they made this kind tricky to us. Why they just don't put 2,300 all included, plus you will pay tax. And so that's why before I go to rent an apartment, I have to add any price I see on online, I have to add $200 top of that. And like, look what we don't see when we calculating our expenses for renting an apartment. Let's say we found an apartment, one bedroom, $1,700. We see on online, and they said the price of this house $1,700. $200 it is fee. Here is $1,900 plus $100 internet, sorry, $100 electric, $50 water, and the internet and insurance. You also have additional, like fee $200. You have additional $250 other expenses, must go expense. You don't have that option. That's why any house, when you look at it on the base price, add on top of that $200 plus $250. So just basically add $500 expenses. Absolutely, you will have $500 adding top of the basic home rent you saw on the paper. Like, let me calculate again. The fee, there is no way you can find fee $150. You may find something cheaper, but that's mean it's the house, the apartment you may not like. And $200 apartment fee, and $60 internet, and water, electric, insurance, and some other things can always happen, small things. Here is $500 nearly around, you will pay extra top of the rent. So when we think this way, honestly, it's supposed to, like, people think we actually pay half of our income to rent. Any place you go, you will pay half of your rent. Then the other half you may be able to spend. But can we negotiate the fee with them? So be aware, they are always open to negotiate. They are always. And they can read you. And depends on the time. Look at their website. If they have more than 3 apartments available, you always have negotiation window over there. If there is have less than 3 available apartments, you may not have negotiation. What can we negotiate? This is, don't forget this, almost every single apartment complex can do first month free. A lot of they offer. It's great for them, and also it's great for us too. Why they can do 1 month free? Because if you not see, that place will stay 1 month empty. On top of that, he may not find another month. And look at, if you can see their data, how long this apartment complex being empty. So it's okay for them being empty 1 month, but you will sign for 12 months. Top of that, if you like, you will stay 12 more months, 2 years. You will like that apartment, and less headache, less marketing for them. At least you secure them 2 years. That's why if you cannot negotiate the first month, because the first month free is so important. Basically, 1 rent you're not paying. By doing that, you're lowering $200, either like this, either go first month free or lower $200 less. Because if you lower $200 less, it is also a great option. Feel you didn't pay 1 full month. If they can go lower, that sometimes some apartment complex, they even don't want to talk about that. But top of that, first time if you move it, they asking you for fee, each person has to pay $200. Deposit is also different. The $200 that is not refundable for paperwork. You can negotiate that $200, reject them, and fee, you can maybe negotiate a little bit on the fee, because depends on the situation in that fee, what they put it in that fee. They put a lot of things in that fee, you don't even need to use it. I honestly like trash, like my current apartment, they charge me twice for trash. What is twice? The person who pick up trash, they charge me for that, and then also they charge me for trash can outside. They charge me for using pool. They charge me for using gym. Like, it is how crazy things, but these all included, right? Why are you showing me on your website your gym, your leasing office, all pool, all these things, if not included? So that's not yours? Is that belong to different company? It's belong to your company, but you're top of that try to charge me extra. Well, here is this is the American system. it's happened like that. What else can we negotiate? We can, if there is a garage, we can tell them, hey, if they give you a negotiation, that's great. If like first, try to negotiate first month. When you do negotiate first month, then go a little bit for lowering your income, your monthly rent. Top of that, negotiate a little bit on the fee, because each one, like if you even remove $10, it will make like $20 each one. It will make $250 each one. Then that's mean how many days you can go to outside dining or dinner. It's just saving a little bit by spending 5 minutes for negotiating. If they have garage and of everything, you can ask them, can you give me a garage for free? If not, can you give me garage for a discount? You can do garage a huge discount. Even you can go 50% off. I see many places I want, like for example, the garage price is $100. They instantly, without I say anything, they instantly come back to me say, well, it's normally $100, but we can give you a garage. If you rent a garage, it will be $50. See, if they come to $50, we may be able to go in lower, like $40. Why not $10 saving? And depends also. It's like this. I don't like being too much open apartment complex, and I don't like also being a huge building apartment complex. And in order to be cheaper also, I don't want to go too far away from me, from the office, from the city. If you go too much like uptown, that the price will be a little bit higher than normal. Like this is all again what we want. What I want to go to more vacation instead of spending more money on rent. I basically use my apartment only for sleep, like a hotel. Mostly I am out, I am in the office, I am in some places. That's why I prefer not paying a lot. But sometimes depends, like your partner can say, I like to spend quality time in my home, feel safe, feel happy. That's also understandable. That's also why understandable. You will spend every day, even if you spend 2-3 hours, still that 2-3 hours is worth to stay in the nice place, feel nice, comfortable to sleep. And because old apartment, I know, like the winter, the AC will work all the time. The summer also, the winter heater will work all the time. Summer time AC will work almost all the time to keep a controlled temperature inside the apartment, due to like there is no great isolation. There is the window is old, a lot of air go to corner of the old windows. You will pay to stay in on the old apartment. You will pay extra $100 in electric bill. Don't forget on that. Stay in the new apartment, you will have a better isolation, and you will use your AC less than old one, less than average. And also the one thing is, living in the new apartment is more quiet. That's also how important for you. Like, are you want to feel super quiet in the home, or you're okay, just you hear some sound outside? Like my last apartment, I was location was perfect north side of the airport, so that was $100 like it was a little bit cheaper than average. I said, why these great apartments cheaper than average? Then when I move in, I understand you could hear basically the airplane when they land in it became too close. You can hear all the big airplanes when land, not the small airplanes but the big one, the big engine one. You will always hear inside your apartment. So it was weird for me. After a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you basically get used to it. It's normal for you. Like first, if outside sounds if bother you in the apartment, first a few weeks will be a disappointment, but the later your brain will get used to it. You will get used to it, and it will be completely normal for you. Well, we all deserve staying at a nice place, quiet place, clear place. Like I like to have in a big kitchen. When my friend come to me, I like to they feel more comfortable and more space. Do something on the kitchen because we all have to eat something end of the day. So I don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but feeling kitchen nice will make me more like living or quality life. And the living room also, I like to have in a big living room. I don't want to too tight, put TV and sofa over here too close to each other and the long. Instead of that, having a big living room, you can put your furniture anywhere you want. That will give me more comfortable and happy situation moment. And sometimes the patio, I'm not looking too much patio, especially if you live on south side. If you live in north side, the winter you're not going to use your patio. If you live on south side, you're not going to use your patio either summer or winter. Winter is so cold, summer is hot, and so that's why you're not going to be able to use your patio. It's okay for me if patio is big or small. Instead of having big patio, I prefer have a bigger living room. Will make me more comfortable and enjoyable. Well, that's all I can say about leasing apartments. I hope you will all find a great apartment that you like to live, because this is important. We have to spend at least 1 full week to find the right place we want to move in. Moving out, moving in is so expensive. Since that, like, it's also anywhere you're going, that sign, it will like your life 12 months over there. You cannot go anywhere in 12 months. You may go, but you still have to pay that. So that's why I prefer, before say yes to some places, it is a great to research the location, the apartment quality, the place, look at the reviews. Also review is important, because that review, if real people lived there and shares their thought, what they feel in that place. You don't want to have bad day every single day because you paid $200-300 less than other location. That's also important. What floor do we want to live? I lived all floor. I lived first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. I don't want to live anymore on the first floor. I don't feel comfortable. So many reasons. Living in the first floor, you will never be able to open your window because anytime when you open your window, the outside people will see inside and not making you feel comfortable. Living second floor also, it's a fine, it's a great, but living in third floor, there is a good thing, you can open your window all the time. You have to walk a little bit for the stairs. For me it's okay, I like to walk. Even when I walk on the stairs, I always run. I feel that's a small exercise for me. Living third floor, it give me more comfortable and enjoy the place and feel this location I want. That's why I may not going to live anymore in the first floor. First floor also is great. You just open your door and you're just 2-3 steps going to your car. But I'm okay to walk to the third floor. So thank you so much for listening to me. Have a great day.